Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Debugger review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new NECA Godzilla 1989. I originally thought this movie was 1991, but no, it's 1989. Now, if you saw, I picked this guy up with Pounce and Wingspan, who their review will be coming out pretty shortly. But I wanted to review this guy first, because I've been waiting for him the longest, and I wanted him more than Pounce and Wingspan. I know, horrible Transformers fan. Shut up. I was a Godzilla fan long before I was this Transformers fan you see before you. Anyway, I got this figure because he looked very, very, very good, and in my opinion, he is my second favorite Godzilla figure I own. So, let's just get right into his accessories, which he comes with one, and it's actually a brand new sculpt, so. So, taking a look at his only accessory, we have a nice looking atomic breath part. And it is very good. It looks like candy, to be honest. It looks a lot like, cotton candy that you would get at, like, a fair or something. It has nice accents of dark blue mixed in with some turquoise-type light blue. And obviously the main plastic color itself is all white. It looks very, very good. Bringing it in for a much closer look. It kind of has like this shimmer to it, I guess you could say. So, spirals down, spirals down, spirals down to here. And how you insert it is there's this peg, and there's this peg hole in Godzilla's mouth. And there's also some indents right here for Godzilla's bottom jaw. But if I'm being completely honest, it doesn't really do anything. So all you want to do is just insert it into his mouth, and voila! You can have him shooting his atomic breath at, let's say, Heisei Gamera. He's shooting his atomic breath at Gamera. Or you can have him shooting his atomic breath at Space Godzilla. So really, it's very good. I really like this effect. It just adds so much to Godzilla. Because usually, especially with Bandai vinyls, you will never, ever get an effect piece, because it's a Bandai vinyl. Why would you expect an atomic breath piece for a Bandai vinyl? I mean, let's be painfully honest here. Anyway, that's pretty much his only accessory. So, let's get down into the nitty-gritty with Godzilla himself. So, for this figure's amazing sculpt, you have his eyes right here with some bloodshot detail in them. I don't know if you can see that. He has some bloodshot detail to his eyes. His mouth, his inner mouth, looks very blood reddish type. His kind of bulldogish snout looks very good, and his jaw can open and close. Obviously. He has the trademark Godzilla ears right here, the spines. Admittedly, these aren't painted. Even these ones, even the neck ones, are painted. So having these unpainted is kind of weird, kind of jarring, but I don't really mind it. Going down, you can see he has a fantastic, just overall reptilian scale type sculpt throughout. Nice on the neck. You can see it coming down here just like a suit would. On this side. Very nice, very nice. His trademark titties and chest thing. He has his shoulders right here, all reptilian-like. His arms, nice sculpt. Overall, very 1989-ish. I do like it. His back, all of his white spines, trademark Godzilla spines. Coming down to his huge ass tail. But we'll get into this beauty later. Coming back down to his legs, he has the signature Heisei Godzilla thick thighs. Thick with 2 C's, motherfucker. Knees, just fat. This Godzilla is a fat one, but at the same time, a very agile one. Nice foot sculpt, as you can see, his dirty ass toenails. His toenails. Looks like a suit laying over a body. I really do enjoy this sculpt. Now, what don't I like about the figure is not a lot, actually. I don't have many nitpicks. One big nitpick is that his thigh, this thigh, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not level. See, this thigh fits in perfectly. This one is all weird, and I'm not sure how to fix it. I know it's in a dumbbell, but I can't get it to situate itself to where it's sitting like this leg. So it's always looking admittedly very, very awkward. And the only way I can get him into a proper pose is like this. And that looks like shit, because his foot is off the ground, and yeah, I like this figure, but his leg jutting out really kills it for me. Other than that, another complaint is how hard this tail is to plug in. Of course, this is soft, and the ball is hard. But, if you try and lay the tail down flat... What is that? It doesn't look very good. So I think that if it were... I don't know if you have to snap it in further or something of the sort, but I could not... If you do have to snap it in further, I couldn't do it. Even with the blow dryer on this piece. So just either boil it or throw a hairdryer on it, and that usually will help you just pop it on. But other than that, I don't have a lot of complaints with this figure. Not at all. When I opened him up, the shoulder was kind of loose or tight, but as you can see now, I can move it with semi-ease, but always NECA figures are kind of hard to maneuver and move around, so let's get into size comparisons. For comparison, here we have him next to another NECA figure. We have the NECA Ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween 2. Right next to him, we have my second favorite figure of all time. It is Earthrise Optimus Prime. So, there's how he stacks up with them. So, here he is next to the only elegant way I could size compare these two. It is the reissue of the Bandai Movie Monster Series Space Godzilla and NECA 1989. Obviously, if you want this Godzilla to go along with your Bandai vinyls, it's not really gonna work. It's not really gonna work. So, yeah. There's how they stack up next to each other. Here he is next to the Godzilla Island Bandai vinyl Anguirus, and the SH Monster Arts Gamera from Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris. Obviously, this is Heisei Gamera, and this comparison, I mean, it maybe, I'm not completely sure. I'm not the biggest Gamera fan, but I think this is a little bit off. I think Gamera should be around to his nose, maybe like right here, maybe eye to eye. I have no idea. Anyway, there he is next to SH Monster Arts Gamera. Here he is next to some other NECA Godzilla figures. We have NECA Godzilla 1962, and we have the NECA Godzilla 2014 version. Here he is next to my first Godzilla figure, Bandai Creation Godzilla 2004, and the previous holder from my favorite NECA, Godzilla 1964 Godzilla vs. the Thing. Now, the thing is, get it? The thing is, I like this guy more just because I feel like he's more sculpted detail, he has better articulation, oh god, yes. And I just like this design more than this design in plastic form. Especially because NECA, mostly, for the most part, their newer figures are more based on if the kaiju was real and not the suit. So, I feel like they do a better job here than they do on this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. He's definitely in my top 5, though. I know I've been saying that a lot lately. But, I definitely feel like he's number 10 to top 5 material. So, yeah. Now, for articulation, he has a dumbbell joint right here and here, so he can look up about that far, down about that far, but it starts to break up the sculpt and kind of looks really awkward. Now, as previously mentioned and previously shown, he can open his jaw around that wide, so you can have him just go, Yay. That was really fucking stupid. Okay, so his arm can turn around that far. They both hinge out about that far, down about that far. Swivel, tight swivel right here at his elbow joint, single jointed elbow joint, and its max is around 90 degrees. He does have a wrist joint, but on mine, they are super hard to get moving. But you can move his wrist in about that far, and out about that far. His fingers are on a hinge, so he can make a fist, or he can just open hand all the way like that. He has a dumbbell joint up at the waist, so he can do full 360, crunch a little bit down, arc a little bit back, and definitely do side to side. His legs are dumpy and frumpy. They can go all the way around on a dumbbell. Can't really go forward all that much without turning, but that's mainly a problem with almost every Godzilla figure, at least mine. And he has a knee. I think he has a knee swivel. Very tight knee swivel. Can bend his knee in, not even 90 degrees. That's just because his dumpy and frumpiness. He has a dumbbell at the ankle, so he cannot really pivot. Either way, he can go full 360, and he can go down barely and a little bit up. So, that's not it for articulation. I'm so used to just plain body. His tail. Now, there is a joint here, very tight, you can hear. There is another joint here, and there's the connect joint that you have to pop in right here. But above that, there's this joint, this joint, this joint, this joint, and this joint. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 separate segments. And this Godzilla's tail is long. It is really long. So, you can get it to where you can even see it from the front, like you've been saying for 99% of the review. So you could get that all the way up. You can kind of turn it to the side, kind of just like that, if you want to. You could turn it to the other side if you want to. You could just kind of just barely get it flat, but of course, most of the time, especially to save space on your shelf, you're going to want it to be at least this. At least this. So, I think this tail is easily my favorite Godzilla tail, just because of its pulsability, and it won't flop. See? Even this joint, which is kind of floppy, you can see here, but even this joint, I have to push it down and push it up. Push it down and push it up. It makes almost a perfect S. So, that's another reason why you would want to pick up this figure. So, yeah, great sculpt, great articulation, especially in the tail. And mine was around 24, 25, I think. But, if you want to pick him up, he's just starting to hit Targets. Not really Walmart's, because Walmart really just gets extra stock on NECA. And, you could check out places like Big Bad Toy Store, Toy Wiz. I haven't really seen him in any comic book shops or in my area. And if I have, he's going for $50 fucking dollars. Hero headquarters. Anyway, don't go there if you want good prices. Anyway, overall, I think this figure is amazing. I think this is my second favorite Godzilla figure, and definitely in the top 10, if not top 5, or in my top 5, if not top 10, of 2020. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, press the like button, and I have almost every social you can have. I have a Twitter, Skywarp Rules 1986. I have an Instagram where I will post my photography and a little bit of other stuff on there as well. And if you guys use Reddit, I do have a Reddit page. It is Skywarp Rules 1986. Instagram, I'm not sure if I said that. It's Rules 1986. And that's pretty much it. So if you liked it, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you don't want to miss any upload. And if you're not a Godzilla fan, I would recommend this figure. It's a perfect way to just have a Godzilla on your shelf if you just want one piece of kaiju or Godzilla thing. Pick this guy up. Please, do yourself a justice. I will be picking up the Biolante Bio version next month when that one releases, but mostly that's just because it's Godzilla with puke on him, and I really love this figure. Anyway, I think I'd give this figure a 9 out of 10. Fuck it, sure. 9 out of 10. Just because he comes with the thing you would want him to come with. And it's just so good for a Godzilla figure if you don't want to pay SH Monster Arts prices, which we all know nobody really fucking wants to. Or you just want something more articulated than fucking Beanie over here with head, arm, leg, and I broke the seal on the tail a long time ago. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.